Okay. All right, so I think we're getting close here. We want to do the same thing here where we make sure that this is false, or no, this, I want to make sure it's true to get into this one. And likewise, we also want to make sure that character is non-null. El Chapo, welcome. Hello, what's up? How you doing? We are working on footsteps right now. Footsteps sound effects, to be specific. Getting kind of close. Subscribe. So we have an event that's every time that the footstep is made, an event goes out, and now we're just subscribing to that event. Doing great. Well, that's good to hear. I am also doing great. Just kind of having a chill night developing. It's what I do every night. Things are good. So, so this subscription happens on connect dependencies, but we also want to do it on enable and on disable. I think we need to make sure that we're not using those functions in any parent. No, we're not. It is what it's all about. I've been working on this game for 4 years, and day to day I am a solo dev, but I do hire out people occasionally as I can. No publisher, no funding, just a day job. And so yeah, I pretty much fund everything out of pocket, and day to day the team is just me. And yeah, it's been 4 years now that I've been doing this. It's kind of wild, and definitely have more to go, that's for sure. But I am no stranger to scope growth. Yeah, what's up? All right, I think this works. Oh, you know what the other thing is we need to make sure that footstep audio is not null, because there's yeah, no, we should. It's kind of weird because it's like we have this I guess the event doesn't always have to be sound effects, right? So it's like to not subscribe to it because you don't have a sound effect. I might leave that out. But then it's kind of like a waste of performance in order to be checking for that sound effect every footstep and then not playing it. So I actually, for this one, I am going to do the thing. I am going to say, as long as we're not null. What part of game development do you enjoy the most? Design, coding, or testing? That's a good question. And to be completely honest, and I'm sorry if this is a little bit of a cheap answer, but I actually like doing everything and having the ability to swap to a different thing when I get tired of something. So sometimes I'll spend like a week or two on just animating, doing skeletal animations, you know, rigging, all that kind of stuff. And it's nice because you can kind of just turn your brain off for it and you just do it. And I can have YouTube up, or it's like very, very mindless stuff. But eventually it's just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And that's when I can go to coding. And I code for a while and do the things that I want to do, but then eventually I get sick of coding. So I actually love the ability to shuffle between all of the aspects of game dev and And that way it actually helps energize me and continue on, you know, with continuing with a project for such long term that I've been working on this game for 4 years. The reason I've been able to work on this game for 4 years and not lose interest is because every week I'm doing something different, and I do enjoy doing all of the things. And sometimes I get really, really frustrated with one aspect of it, and I know I can just go do something else for a week and then come back to it later, and with like, just a fresh set of eyes, more energized. And who knows, maybe the problem I was having before was something, having a break, 1 week break from it. Maybe in that meantime, I figured something else I can do with it. And so like, yeah, I really appreciate being able to bounce around to different things. But to give you a more direct answer to your question, if I just had to truly pick one or the other, I would say coding. Coding is the thing that I've always done. I am a software engineer by day. And that, that's what I went to school for. That's what I have a career of 12 years in, and I do enjoy doing it. So if I had to pick one, I would do coding, just because I feel like coding is like this puzzle where it's like fun to get something to do something, and the way you do it is, there's many ways to get to the end goal or the function of what you're trying to create, but there's a little bit of like art to getting there, because there's optimization and there's coding style, and there's so much that goes into it, and I really enjoy the aspect of doing that my own way. How about you? You what do you mostly do? I'm assuming that you're assuming you're also a game dev or something like. As long as you're enjoying it, good for you. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the way it has to be, right? Okay, so so there's a way that okay, you know what? Actually, no, I'm not doing this one on beat with the music. I'm just gonna say play on this one, and I think play schedule. No, I'm not gonna schedule. I'm just gonna have it play, especially for now, because we're really just trying it out right now. In fact, I'm even gonna put a log in there right now. Okay. Yo, Twitch is so weird. I feel like I've had like 10 people for a while, and then now it's saying I have one viewer, when I know for a fact I have more than one viewer. My major is business, but I enjoy coding till this day because it allows me to express what I want to do with it and help me think outside the box. Oh, nice. Yeah, I business is one of those things I wish I knew a little bit more about. And yeah, I mean coding, yeah, like, like you said, there's a lot of expression in it. And that's what I was pretty much trying to get at myself as I was rambling. Yeah, is really that expression. Did my stream drop or something? Because I feel like it doesn't look like it. Very weird. Very, very strange. I've noticed the whole Twitch like viewer count's been very wonky lately. Okay. What was I up to? All right, so here's where we're going to add the audio source. We also need to check out some of the we need sound effects for footsteps. And I know those ones are trash. I have sound effects somewhere. I think I might have never brought them into the project. And I know they're in my downloads folder somewhere. Somewhere deep. Footstep. Here we go. There it is. Okay. Okay, I'm actually gonna bring this whole folder in. 2 placeholders. Okay. What sounds do we have? Oh, that's very, very low. Also, not a good sound at all. Oh my gosh, who made these sounds? I hate these sounds. Those are terrible. Those are terrible sounding footsteps. I want to delete this whole folder that I just brought in. Disgusting. I created a simple 2D game where the player avoids obstacles that gets faster over time. Oh, that's cool. What engine did you make that in? And how long have you been doing game dev type stuff? All right, so I have what can I have a folder of assets where I just I buy like humble bundles. There's a lot of like good stuff that comes from that. Earth. These sound effects are really snappy. You use Unity? Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, Unity. I really like Unity. It was I'm still happy with my choice. But I felt like in the beginning it was like this good in between, you know, like better than like RPG Maker or Game Maker, but not like I don't know. Something about Unreal was like really intimidating to me in the beginning. And I also wanted to make a 2D ish game. I started making actually this game started out as a pure 2D game, and then I made it 2.5D at some point. I have all these sound effects here. Um, some of these sound effects are terrible. Jeez. I just want like something soft. Do I already have something in here? No, these are the ones I tried before. I have so many assets from Humble Bundle. I need to be able to find something somewhere. Steps movement. All right, let's give this one a shot. Oh my god, that is a terrible sound. Oh, it's retro. Okay, that makes more sense then. See, that's the thing. Like, a lot of these video game sound effects are too video gamey. I just need something simple. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back onto free sound, and this is just gonna be a placeholder. I worked on it for about 2 to 3 weeks in my free time, but I'm transitioning to data stuff like Python, SQL. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've done a little bit of Python, but for me it was kind of like when I was in school, like Java was the big thing, and I feel like Python like became really popular after I was in school, and I already had my job, and my job wasn't doing Python stuff. But I've always been interested in like giving it a little bit more of a try. Oh, that is girl 2. That is a snare. Footstep wood. Heavy footstep. I need it like to be like earth or ground or something. Footstep dirt. That one's not too bad. God, I hate all of these. These aren't footsteps. The first half of this one is good, but then they do like a weird like reverb thing. I'm still working on it. My game is still very far from release. Like I said, it's just me, so I'm, you know, it's just been a slow burn for years, and I know I at least have one more year left. But I am gonna try to find publishing or funding in some way or another, because I would really like to speed it up, and also just having a day job really slows things down too. But I do have a like 5 to 10 minute demo that's on my Discord for, you know, people who join. And there's like a if you go through the Patreon, you can get access to it, and you don't actually have to even like pay for the Patreon. I have like a free coupon link in the Discord for anyone to just click on it and get the subscription for free for like a year. But that's like a very new thing that I'm starting to build up now, just because I want to like start creating like a community of people who are interested in the game and want to hang out and stream and help develop it and test it as I add stuff to it. Actually, this one's not too bad. It's a little sharp. I bet I could modify that one to be not pretty good. What's the most fun bug that I've come across? I definitely see some like interesting animation bugs from time to time. I'm trying to think, like, I have any videos of any of those type things, but probably wouldn't know where to find them. But yeah, like I think so, like the whole thing with skeletal animation is it's all texture deformation. So sometimes blending certain textures creates like a really weird combination of effects, and it just ends up blowing the character up and like swinging around. Those are pretty much always my favorite. But I get those all the time. I've had a lot of bugs over the last 4 years. Okay, this one here is pretty good. What is the permissions on these? I'm just going to use it for placeholder. I am going to replace it soon enough. And I swore that I had like hired someone out to do this already. And I might just go on Fiverr. I'm pretty sure it was on Fiverr. It's too gravelly. It literally says footstep on gravel, which is the problem. Oh, this one's perfect. I love this one. And like I said, it's all placeholder anyways. Just to get something, just to get the architecture in place. And then I'm going to try to seek out like a Foley artist to make something better for me. I'm going to draw. Oh, so I think I actually need to cut this one up. So I'm going to go to Audacity. Our old friend Audacity. Oh my gosh. Is there a secret feature in the game that's just there for laughs? Sadly, there isn't right now, and I know it's something I will do someday. But no, I really need to. I should get something into the demo like that. You're right. I really need to work on that. Because am I even a game dev if I'm not putting that kind of stuff in? Okay, this part here. All right, this is the sound we're gonna run with for now. Zoom. How do I zoom? Zoom. Ooh, too much. Okay, that's too much. Why is it sounding like this now? Did I not? Why is it sounding like that now? Okay. Export audio, same place. Did that just overwrite it? I hope so. Placeholder. Yeah, where did it go to? Export audio. Music archive. Oh, it put it somewhere. Music archive. There it is. We're gonna drag that into placeholder sound effects. Cool. Okay. Now we're gonna give this here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to not make this a footstep audio. I'm gonna make this a feedback, which is basically this thing that's gonna let me do anything, including audio. And so it still needs to be null, and that makes more sense for the subscription now. Play. Play. What do you need? Position. I feel like am I using the right one? No. MF feedback. Oh no, maybe I am. Feedback. Play feedbacks. Okay, that's what I want. Play. Oh no. I understand what we need. Feedbacks. Because that's a single. We need the thing that does them all. There we go. And then now in here we have play feedbacks. Boop. All right, perfect. Where do you usually get ideas for characters or environments? Oh man, I designed all the characters and environments like years ago. I haven't done many new ones recently. I've done some, but I took a lot of inspiration from I think games like The Binding of Isaac, and I think a lot of people who look at my game kind of make that connection right away. And I don't know. I think I'm inspired by horror in general. And so I do have a lot of influence out of that. So like my game has a lot of like traditional horror influence, but then I try to like have a little bit of it like a spin on it. We have like the devil type character, ghost type character, werewolf type character, but the way the game works is all the limbs of those characters are able to be like swappable, and so you end up creating your own character with unique abilities through those limbs, and really leaning into like creating different synergies. Hello Zelda, I know, hold on, I'm here. He wants her scratchies. So I think I originally went for like more traditional style horror type characters, because I knew there would be like this blending of these characters in game, so I wanted there to be like some sort of like familiarity to the core characters, and then like you really let your creativity come out as you kill other new characters and you take their limbs and then you re-equip them yourself and kind of create this like new like monster concoction. Okay, so there's our oh wait, let's paste the audio source here and then remove it from this one. All right, okay, so the pitch, I'm going to do like 0.7, 0.8, or actually, no, I'm going to do 0.9 and 1.1. And it's sound effects. Okay, I think that's all good. Okay, cool. And then we drag this into there. All right. I'm gonna do the same for this one too. And then drag that into there. Okay, so let's give this a try and see if it works. Actually, you know what I can do? I can remove this debug statement there. And so now that we're using feedbacks, I can actually make that part of the feedback. Do you have a favorite tool or trick that makes development easier? Yeah, I mean, I used this tool here called Spine for animation, and it does that character rigging type stuff. And it also allowed me to do all of the body swapping stuff that I was just talking about through this, through like skin. So, you know, where's the, like, here's his like traditional torso. Like, so this is like completely just the werewolf character here, right? And what's cool about this is all of this is just it's all 2D textures and deformation. And so like, to show you what I meant, I can like take that body off and like put this body on, and this one's like a plant monster guy. I call him Sinistrute. And you know, I can take his right arm away, and I'll give him a laser arm. And so like, let's see, let's take his head away, and let's give him that head, or I'll give him the Sinistrute head. Yeah, so you can do stuff like that. And I don't know, I like this tool a lot. I've been using it for years, and it's, you know, supplements having to use Unity's animation, which honestly the Unity animation isn't bad. I just you know, I think one thing is like, when I was trying to find help with animation in the beginning, not a lot of people do Unity animation, but a lot of people do Spine animation. So it was easier for me to find help in the beginning, but in the end I kind of had to just learn how to do it myself anyways. Now I'm thinking there's going to be double sound effects happening because that's loud. I'm actually going to turn the music off for this one because I don't know if it was working. And I do hear that double. It's so soft though. So I definitely need to go in here and just crank this. But we do have a working feature. I can't even see. Where's the sound? It's so low that I can't even see it. Why is it looking like this? Clear loop. Why does it look like this? Am I in like a weird mode or something? Character could do something ridiculous or impossible. What would it be? Ridiculous or impossible? Like like lore wise or like technically? Because it's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I feel like with normally with game dev, it's like I feel like almost everything is always on the table, you know? Um where like you don't really run into too many impossible things. Um it's just how much time and effort do you want to put into it, you know? Um I have to think about that though. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's much louder now. In fact, I might even make it just a little because it's fine to make it too loud and then and then I can lower the volume on it where actually Unity doesn't really allow you to go nuts with raising the volume past its normal. There we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just try this one more time. Honestly, like I feel like a lot of like the character limb swapping that I did was the ridiculous and almost seemed like kind of impossible thing in the beginning because it felt so it was a very difficult problem to solve because it wasn't just, you know, tack this limb onto this other one. There's a lot of like proportions to consider and so like there's this whole system of like relative sizing where a torso will be a certain size and that means that the arms attached to it will either need to grow or shrink to match to be on that torso, but at the same time can't get too small or too big that it looks weird. Like there is kind of I can actually kind of show you what I mean. um uh Oops, I have run out of space on my drive for recording. That always happens. I think it'd be hilarious if a character could suddenly grow 10 times bigger and start bouncing everywhere on the map like chairs and yeah, I mean, that is so it's funny because it's like I feel like the Binding of Isaac really tapped into that where you had certain synergies where like things would just get really really nuts, and that game did it in such a way that even though it would break the game, it was just for that one run. And so therefore like it wasn't really much of an issue. Like where my game isn't really like about the runs, like as you collect all these limbs and synergies, you have to keep them, you get to keep them all so you can use whatever combination you want all the time. And so therefore I need to make sure that I don't like break the game and like do something ridiculous or impossible like you're saying. But with Binding of Isaac, because it's like purely a roguelike, and you have to restart every run, it's like you can find these combinations that do crazy things. But yeah, let me if I switch out, oh no, maybe I can't do this anymore. I think I made it so the number keys used to be able to, oh wait, actually where's my controller? I can do this with controller. Oh, I actually, you know what? I think it's just disallowed for this character. Here, let me show you real quick. I'll go over to my other mode. Actually, I'll even just start my demo up. Because I know that allows it. So, so this is what I was kind of getting at. I'll zoom the camera in a little bit. Where I can switch. So this is the lasers, and then I can switch the arms. Now I have fireballs. I can switch legs. These ones fly. These ones fly as well. And then I can switch to torso, and the torso is when things get a little weird, where now we're dealing with like different proportions, and you can see how, you know, it's important to match the proportions to the body. Now he's small again. There's one that's really big. There it is. Yeah. And like you can switch out the different legs and everything there. And so that's basically what I was getting at with just like really being able to swap anything. Yeah, and now he's tiny again and everything is still proportional. But yeah. That was a really tough problem for me to solve. Bigfoot. Yeah, it does kind of look like Bigfoot. Just dump the soda a little bit. Okay. I need to get a napkin real quick. Be right back. Do you normally frequent the game dev streams? That I've only been streaming in the game dev category for a few months now, but I haven't really checked out the rest of the community that much. But when I was looking at it like last year, it didn't seem like there was a lot there, but it does seem like there's more people streaming in this category more recently and more people watching. It's kind of nice. So I'm always interested to hear like from people who watch this category on Twitch, because I have noticed it's picked up a little bit recently. It's nice to have people come in and chat game dev. I actually now started to check out this category. I really want people streaming, and and it's interesting, you know. Yeah, no, for sure. I usually try to do Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Though I might try to, I don't know. I think it's nice. I might try to do more and more with it. But I'm kind of just getting my bearings with it now, and I just actually hit 100 followers today, which was really awesome. I'm at exactly 100, which is pretty rad. Okay, first of all, I hate the sound of this footstep. I thought it was okay when I first heard it. I hate it. Either game dev or software. Yeah, I'm a software engineer as my day job, but I only ever stream game dev. I used to stream let's plays and stuff, but I just game dev is like so much of my time. And what I'm noticing is that doesn't. Oh, I missed an animation on that one. It doesn't do it. Okay, so one thing I know is happening is all of my animations for walking are actually two blended animations. There's an x-axis and a z-axis movement, and they're blended, and that way he can move in like diagonal lines, and his feet actually follow that. And that's another advantage of the blending animations. but that's causing double triggers on these footsteps. So what we need to do is put in some sort of cooldown. Actually, I think there's a baked in way to do this on the feedback too, and that might even be better to do it that way. Let's check that out. Oh no, I really should. Cat's adorable. How long? So yeah, this is Zelda. Zelda over here. I've had her for about yeah, like 10 years now. I found her on the side of the road. She was abandoned and very, very hungry, and I didn't know at the time, also very, very pregnant. So she has a daughter around here somewhere, named Zoe, and she's a lot more shy. And Zelda is the complete opposite. She demands attention all the time. All the time. She needs it. Yep. She's in all my streams. She's in all my reels and TikToks. Anytime I start talking in front of this camera, she's like, "Oh, that means I get to be pet now, doesn't it?" She's adorable. And now that I'm petting her, I'm gonna stop. She's gonna be like, "No, don't do this to me. How could you do this?" All right, so let's say let's create a float footstep event cooldown, and let's make that like a small amount of time, like 0.1 a tenth of a second. Does your cat ever interrupt your game development? Yeah, she's interrupted me several times tonight. But no, it's not like, not in the sense where like she'll get up on the desk and like sit on my keyboard. She's not like that, but you will see her like take her paw, and she just taps my shoulder a lot, and she's like, "Hello, come pet me." She doesn't realize though that she doesn't do it with her paw, she does it with her claws. And that always hurts. But she is a sweet girl. All right. So what we want to do is in here we want to have like some sort of like bailout where oh, you know what, I didn't even do the thing here where I was supposed to make sure we're on the right event. So we have to say something like data does not equal null, and data name equals event name. Okay, that's when we should be doing this. Okay, but then we also have an time minus last footstep time is less than, no, less than, it would be Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. And then, oh, she got something in her nails. He's giving him a good old scratchy little bite, a little nibble. No, we actually want to make it the other way. That's right. Yeah, because this is the delta time. When the delta time comes over the cooldown, that's when we'll do it. And then in here we set last foot step down to time. Okay, that all works. I made a Python program that suggests games based on what you like. It learns from a small data set of ratings and genres. It's still working on it, but it's a sneak peek. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. Yeah, because like I do that like I try to Google stuff like that every once in a while because like I was actually doing that the other night. I've been playing a lot. I've been playing this game called Supraland a lot, and it's this open world puzzle type game. Almost kind of like similar to like The Witness, but it in its own way. And the other day I was like trying to find other games that were like within that genre. And yeah, like it's hard because like the Steam games like this actually, like, they never really recommend games like this. It's always people who like this game like that game, but it's never like games that are actually similar like in genre too much. And I know you can filter on genres and stuff too, but yeah, like it'd be cool to have like something that's like a little bit more of a that like narrows in a little better. I think I'm gonna start running into problems because my recording took all the remaining storage. I'm running out of storage on my computer. Let's see. Okay, I just created 11 gigs free, so now I'm good. Okay. Okay, so I think that will do it. So what this does is it should cut down on the double tap. And we can test this by going back in here on the feedback, and we can add a log message. Debug log. And it just says your debug message goes here. We don't need to change it. I just want to put this in for now, just for testing purposes. So as long as it triggers, that's all I care about. Looks at a small data set I made and find similar ones, kind of like a tiny game recommendation system. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. So are you pretty much how long have you been doing software coding and stuff like that? Let's take a look at this. It looks like it is happening. Yeah, it's triggering every weird. It's actually very sporadic. At the same time, you really can't trust the debug messages because those don't log perfectly on time, but it looks like it should be around. Oh yeah, some of these are the difference. Yeah, why is it? Yeah, even here that it's a little different. It's not like a steady beat. There. There. Yeah, every once in a while it screws up, which is interesting. Huh. What could be causing that to happen like that? It's fine most of the time. Actually, I'm gonna take away the pitch variation because sometimes the pitch variation will make it sound a little off. Hmm. I've been learning for a little while, mostly on small projects. I really enjoy experimenting and seeing what I can make with code. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's been yeah, I definitely went through a phase like that. It can be a lot of fun for sure. Part of me wishes I, was still working on small projects here and there, because it does, like I was saying before, it's nice to be able to jump around to different things and learn different things. And when you're doing the same thing all the time, it can kind of get Zelda. Ow, you silly kitty. Yeah, it hurts. Those are nails. Okay, I know. You silly kitty cat. She's the best though. Yeah, every once in a while it gives like a little double tap. So I can do something else. All right, let's actually have a little fun with this for a moment. We're gonna turn music back on. I'm gonna turn music back on, and we're actually going to make it so that the sound effects syncs with the music. Just see what happens. And yeah, okay. Let me try it now. Yeah, I know. She's always staring at me. She also is purring quite loudly. Hear that? Not really, but I know. She acts like I don't give her attention at all ever, but trust me, she is spoiled. All right, let's see if this worked. I feel like it's not. Yeah, it's like, hey, I don't know why it's not. Actually, before I do anything, I want to make sure that I'm editing the right character. Manager, player manager, character. Oh no, I was okay. That's so weird that I wonder if it has to do with I might end up ditching the whole concept of I honestly might actually just ditch the concept of keying it off to the animation and just key it off to the music. I'm gonna start the combat version of music by getting aggro on a character. It feels like it's like on the triplet of the music too, the triplet beat and not the core beat. How does the script work? Is it just not owner? Oh, okay. This wouldn't work because it's not a beat player. Okay, this is starting to make more sense then. Okay. Let's get back in there. And so we want to change, we're going to go into debug mode and change this to a beat player. Okay. And I didn't like that. I'm going to actually remove it and start over. Beat player. So this is a feedback that syncs with the music, and I left that out before, and I should not have. Okay. Now we can try it and make sure that it works. Gonna head out. Really enjoyed watching. Thanks for sharing a game and good luck finishing it. Oh, thank you, and feel free to stop by and chat anytime you want. Like I said, I stream Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, and but also I just kind of stream whenever I feel like it. Some days I miss, but other days I'll pick up. And anyways, hey, thanks for stopping by. It was fun chatting. Have a good day. Okay, now, oh, you know what? That's not gonna work now because of because I didn't reassign the new feedback. There we go. Now it'll work. Okay, so now it's still not working, and that's interesting. Why aren't you working? Oh, it is triggering. But the audio source doesn't look like it's not actually queuing the audio. And why would that be? Is it because it doesn't have a character? Owner, get beat division. Put a regular audio source in there. Okay, that works. I wonder if it was hitching before just because of frame rate. Oh, it's sounding pretty good now. Okay, so but there is the question of why does the sync version not trigger? There's got to be some reason. I have to debug it. Play on next beat. Oh, it's stinking. Ugh. Okay, is it done thinking? Oh, nice. 1 frame per second. Debugging is not working very well right now. Why is it doing this? All right, I'm gonna kill debugging. All right, we're back. All right, we're gonna attach one more time. See what happens. Yeah, 1 frame a second. This isn't very nice. Can I still get it to trigger? Alright. New approach. But just play the feedback. Alright, this isn't working. I might need to restart things. Oh, there we go. We broke for something. Okay, here we go. Play audio source synced. Actually, I'm gonna let that one go through. All right. Is this okay? This is footstep. Okay. So we're gonna go in and okay, so this is if we're not playing music, which we are, we would just play it immediately. So this is the one that cues it instead. Okay, the problem is there's a none division. In none division, yeah, okay. Owner. Where does division come? Get beat division. Okay, that's the thing we needed to look at. Get lowest beat division. Okay, beat player has a 0 beat division. That's the problem. And so the question is who? Okay, sync with beat, and that assigns the beat division, and that is handled by gene ability. Okay, is this something? Okay. So I need to make sure that this is something that we can configure. It needs to be in here. Okay. I'm gonna have to go into debug mode and see if there's I don't see it. The other thing I could do is add an override on the beat division in the script. In here. But also, let's look at this again. Yeah, no, we should have access because it is a serialized field. Beat division. I'm going to look one more time in case I missed it. Oh, wait, this is script MMF player. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I'm in the wrong prefab. Okay. There we go. There it is. Okay, cool. We can't assign it. Actually, can we assign it in normal mode too? Probably not. No, we can't. But we can go into debug mode and then put it on to let's put it on 8th notes. And now let's try it. Still not really getting the effect I want. Let's take a look. What if let's change the beat division on the fly here. Let's make it half notes. See, so it's not working because yeah, no, it wouldn't have we wouldn't be doing that if it was unless it's saving off the beat division. Get beat division. Beat player. No, it's getting it every time. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart this. For some reason it does not like debugging, attaching the debugger while I'm playing. I'm gonna attach now and then start again. Okay, so here we go. The beat division is 8th. Yep, that makes sense. So let's actually go into here and see what it's doing. Contains key beat division. We add a new list for that division because the division doesn't exist yet. Okay. Prevent some requester re-requesting the same clip. Okay, yep, there we go. We add that request and then we okay, yeah, okay, so now we're going to change the beat division to just whole note, and let's see if that actually works in okay, so here we are again. The beat division is whole. Okay, so we're gonna go into here, beat division. Oh, it got set to 16th. Who did that? Beat player. Get lowest. Oh, get lowest beat division. Divisible beat, that's what it is. It's the divisible beat. Okay, that makes more sense then. That explains why it's not really in sync. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do instead. I'm gonna augment this script. We're gonna have our own beat division. Beat settings, okay. And we're gonna assign it to none. Okay. And and we're going to, before we get beat division, we're actually gonna say if beat division does not equal none, then return beat division. And so this will work because it's going to initialize on all other scripts to be none, and then only if it's configured will it override normal behavior. So this will remain compatible with everything else that uses the script. But now we need to go in and actually configure it. Oh, we already have a beat division. What the? Why is there two on here now? One is 8 and one is none. Hold up. What did I just do? Why is it there twice? Let's comment this out real quick. Okay, weird. Don't know why it's trying to treat it like it's there's two fields. Yeah, that's so weird. And it also, it's like they're two different fields too. I'm just gonna shorthand this to beat and see what happens. Because I'm so confused about what's happening right now. Well, that thinks I'll be right back. Okay, and now there's only one. That's so weird. I'm so confused about what I just saw. We're not going to think about that. Yeah, so let's put this to quarter note for right now. Just to test. Okay. So now let's put it to eighth notes. That is finally working. Okay, so that doesn't work just because just doesn't work. Okay, that side one doesn't really. I have to fix that. Which animation was that? That was Gorg, strafe, right. Nope, that wasn't it. The down, strafe, right. Which? Down, strafe, right. Okay, yeah, this one doesn't have it. Down, strafe, right. Save. Okay. I wonder how Silk Song's doing on reviews. Big and lots of anticipation for this one. There it is. Overwhelmingly positive, 96%. Nice. It crashed Steam. Wow, there's a lot of people. Thanks for creating the best game of all time. Wow. Right, here we go. Okay, so we already know the fourth notes don't work, and even the 16th notes aren't ideal. So we are back to 16th. Also, I hate the sound of this. I hate the sound. That works. I almost wonder if it's just something I should make it so it just plays on a regular beat division, like anytime that a character is moving. I also don't know why the pitch isn't being respected right now. I also hate the sound of the effect entirely. Maybe we could find something better again, because I just hate it so much. Okay, this is the one. Okay, and it's entirely free to use, even for commercial. I hate that other sound. Okay, it needs to be brought up a little bit. Again, I'm gonna make it. I wonder if that's what's happening. I'm like, no, I don't know why it's. All right, let's just export it. Yes, replace. That doesn't sound right. Oh, is changing the volume through Audacity what's making it? Oh no, that sound is in there. What? Oh, I remember finding this audio clip before, and the fact that it had that background noise. It's almost like it's like watermarked or something. Which is weird because it's like it's posted for free. All right. I'm so annoyed by all of this. Okay, well, let's say soft footstep. Not soft. Not soft. That one's not bad. Too soft. Too, that's like soft and heavy at all at the same time. It's just, oh god, I hate that. Something about water noises like triggers me. All right, I think we're already out of footstep noises. All right, maybe we'll try this one. But it's by that. No, it's a different guy. Okay. Now we go into the legs and we'll drag this new sound effect in. Oh, it's gonna be too quiet, isn't it? Yeah. Why is there two sound effects? It's like heel and front foot. I don't like it. So I'm gonna be looking for these sound effects all day. All right, I'm gonna go to Fiverr, where I know I hired someone out already for this. Okay. That's definitely a sound effect for footsteps. Okay. I think this one's fine. I'm gonna copy this, paste. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna zoom in, roll over. We're gonna boost it. Boost it more. Then we're gonna export audio and go. Okay. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. There we are. Why does it sound weird now? They all sound so weird to me. Let's make it a little snappier. Let's make it more like 12. Okay. Okay, this is good. And then we drag this into here now. And for, oh, you know what? I bet we're not passing the pitch in for this. Is that the problem? Audio source pitch. Oh, that's the problem. Pitch. Pitch isn't getting passed through. But volume, that's what was up before. Where's the pitch? Oh, we don't have pitch. Okay. Low pitch. Wait, pitch variation. Where does that come from? No. Oh, I get it. That bakes in the pitch variation. Okay. I don't want to do that. Here's another one. Pitch equals pitch. Where does pitch come from? Okay, cool. And then pitch equals, all right, so here we want to do pitch. So this actually will have some side effects on other things because I don't know what's been using that pitch variation. I feel like I've been deceived by it, thinking that it's worked, that it hasn't been pitch varying, but it has been. So just good to know, good to discover. Okay, so now we can go in here and put it 0.9 and 1.1. Let's just, as a starting point, leave it at that. Let's give it a try. All right, I need to put that back on 16th notes. Auric legs. Okay, try again. It is kind of soft, but I think that that's fine because when it's too loud, it just sounds weird. So the problem is it gets out of sync. Is it because it's not in sync with the actual footsteps? I really do think I am going to just abandon the whole footstep animation event thing and really just go for a play this every 16th note. Yeah. Oh, I'm actually getting tired. I'm getting pretty tired. But I appreciate everyone who's been hanging out, lurking, chatting, all the above. Those who followed me today, thank you. I'm now over 100 followers, which is pretty rad. Triple digits. That's a first for me. So thank you very much. And yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I've only been going for an hour and 45 minutes. No, I've been going way longer than that. See, I knew my stream cut at some point. My stream definitely cut. You know, I've been going for 3.5 hours. Okay. My stream did cut out. Okay. Now that makes more sense. That's why I went to one viewer at one point. Well, thanks to everyone who came back and lurked me and hung out again. All right. I'll see you, friends. Have a good night.